Hi, welcome to Social Abandonment Strategies. As INTJs, we tend to overthink a lot. It is one of our qualities. In the beginning, we thought overthinking is a good thing because we analyze things and try to predict the future. But after a long time, it is starting to affect us negatively. We are starting to feel stressed and we can't stop overthinking anymore. So, how do we stop overthinking and be really free again? Now, in this video, I'm going to break that down and give you the ways to stop overthinking. So let's get right into it. So the main question is this: how are introverts like us, who didn't use any special tricks to talk to others, can still be seen as confident? How do we manage to just stay in our room for most of the time and yet still make friends without being needy? And that is the big question that this channel will answer for you. Welcome to Social Abandonment Strategies. Welcome back. So as INTJs, we tend to overthink a lot. We try to analyze every single thing around us. It has started to affect negatively to our minds and to our bodies because we don't feel like we are free anymore. We can't stop analyzing things. We can't stop overthinking. And it has become a big problem. So why do you think that we overthink? The main reason for most people who overthink is they try to make things perfect. They want things to go perfectly in their own plans, according to their own plans. Now remember that nothing can be perfect. You can't do anything perfectly. So you have to make some mistakes to really learn from that. So before you make mistakes, you're gonna think like, oh, if I do this, then this is not gonna happen. Or if I analyze this, then I can predict the future, right? So if you continue doing that, then you're overthinking because you haven't even done that. And you're already over analyzing things and over imagining. So this is bad. This is pretty bad for you because you're not living in the present anymore. You're worrying about the future, what might happen in your future, and you're trying to prevent that from happening. Now firstly, it might be the good thing at first, right? Sometimes it is good. But if you're doing all the time, then it starts to affect you negatively. You're not free anymore. You're not living in the present anymore. And it becomes worse because it becomes a habit. After we have done this for a very long time, then it becomes a habit to us. We can't stop it anymore. When we realize that, oh, we are overthinking. Well, I want to stop. I'm feeling so stressed. I want to stop this. Now we can't stop it anymore because it has become our habit. It's become part of our life. We can't live one day without overthinking anymore. When we see something, we overanalyze it. Now that is the big problem that we are having as introverts, as INTJs. Another reason for us to overthink is because we made mistakes in the past and we don't want to make those mistakes again. When we make those mistakes, we felt so guilty. So we want to get things to be perfect next time. We don't want to make those mistakes again. So we try to predict the future. We overanalyze things and then again, it affects us negatively, right? This is our problem. Now there's another group of people who are born with overthinking skills. They constantly worry about things, about the future, what might happen, rather than just living in the present. So one of the solutions to solve overthinking like those cases, you have to accept whatever happened in the past, whatever that you did, whatever mistakes that you have done. Accept that you have already done it and that the past cannot be changed. But now, believe that you are different and you are really different now. I'm different now even though I've made mistakes because now I have those knowledge and those experiences that I didn't have. So now I've learned from my mistakes, so I'm different. Next time, I won't do those mistakes again. Right? Instead of just living in the past and thinking about those mistakes again and again and analyzing them again and worrying about the future, live in the present. Because remember this, future is not gonna be good if you are not good in the present. Your present moment will define your future. So you have to change your present to be good in the future. If you want good results in the future, then you have to change your present. You have to improve in the present moment. Live in this moment, improve yourself, and then you will get what you want in the future. If you're just imagining and analyzing things that might happen in the future, then you're just analyzing. You're not doing things. You're just analyzing. You're just thinking. And that's the problem that I had about a year ago. I didn't do anything. I just analyzed things. Oh, if I do this, or this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. So if I don't want this to happen, I don't do this. I'm just keeping on analyzing things and I don't take actions. And those are what stopped me, what hindered me from taking actions and doing things that I really should be doing. Now let's get to more points on how to stop overthinking. The first thing that you should do is to be aware of it. Now it's good that you were listening to the things that I told you in this video. So now you know those are what you shouldn't do. Overthinking is not good for you. It brings more negativity than positivity. So instead of overthinking, what you should do is be aware of it. Be aware that you are overthinking. So now that you are aware of it, what do? Try to slow everything down. Relax, just relax. Don't think about anything anymore. I know it's difficult. It was difficult for me too. But stop thinking. Don't think about anything anymore. Just relax and be in the present moment. Don't worry about the future. Don't think about the past. Just be in the moment. And how do you do that? The way I do is I usually overthink when I was in the shower, right? When I was showering, I would just thinking things and analyzing the past, and I would just, my body is showering, my movements are showering, but still I was overthinking. My mind was not there. After about 20 minutes in the shower, I would take the shampoo and then I would think, did I already apply the shampoo? Did I use shampoo? I don't even know anymore because I was not in the moment. I was overthinking things. So instead, after I realized that, what I did was I became aware of the present. I observed, right? When I was showering, I closed my eyes. I listened to the water dropping down. Try to notice everything so that you will be in the present. Try to notice the sounds that are surrounding you. Try to notice the air that you are breathing. Feel the air. Notice the surroundings. Just try to be in the present. Even when you are eating, try to really feel what you are eating. Know that you are biting every single thing. Just feel it. Just feel the present rather than overanalyzing things. And that is pretty much how to stop overthinking. And the second thing is you gotta occupy yourself. Take action. Now, what I mean by that is when I was about a year ago, I would just think like, oh, what I would do if I am this, what I would do if it happened. I never do that. But I was thinking, I was trying to predict things. Now, we can't really predict the future. We have to accept that. So when we have accepted that, what we can do is we can control the present. Right now, if we take action, it will result in the future. And so if we take actions, good actions right now, then things will happen in the future. If we don't do anything right now, nothing will happen in the future. Now that you have understood this, you can do things right now. Go out, take action, whatever you want to do. If you want to be successful, do things that will make you successful. Don't just think about, oh, if I do this, I'll be successful. But these and these will come, these problems will come. Solve those problems later when they come. Right now, take action. Just think about the present moment. What are you gonna do now? And just do it. And the next point is you gotta let go of yourself. Now, most people, including the INTJs, would seek for approval when we find someone that we like. When we think that he is of higher status, he or she is of higher status, then we want their approval. When we love them, when we like them, we want their approval. We want to hear things like, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so pretty, you're so handsome, you're so smart. We want to hear things like that. So it makes us want their approval and it makes us change ourselves for them, right? They become our center of attention. So they become our center of life. Every day before you see them, you will just prepare things like you would dress the way they like. You would do things the way they like because you want their approval. You want to hear things like, oh, you're very good. I like that. I like you. You want to hear those. So you're gonna do things that they like rather than doing things that you really like. So it's a kind of trap. If you're going to be trapped in this situation and you are overthinking things like, if I wear this, will he like me? If I do this, will she like me? Will he say that I'm beautiful if I wear this? Those are what is trapping you. So instead of thinking like that, you gotta let go of yourself. You gotta let go of everything. Just believe that you are what you are. You are enough. You don't have to change for others. Don't seek for their approval, because if you seek for their approval, you are giving them control of your life. If they just say that, oh, you're not beautiful, then your life, your mood is ruined. Your whole day is ruined just because of those little words, which are very easy to come off their mouth. So rather than just waiting for their approval, say to yourself, I am beautiful, I am pretty, I am handsome, I am smart. Then it will give you the confidence. You can give yourself compliments, but don't seek for compliments from others. Then only you will really be free. And the next thing is we gotta let go of our ego. We as INTJs have that ego when we want to control everything. We want to control every single thing. We want to predict the future. We are afraid that the problems might come up which we haven't predicted, and then we won't know what to do. Now, as INTJs, this is the common problem. And the way that I stopped it is I accepted that I can't predict the future. And I let go of my ego. And I believe that's what you should do. Let go of your ego. Just try to accept that you can't predict the future. And don't even try to predict the future. Just try to do whatever you can in the present. Improve your present moment, and the future will be better for you. And the next point to stop overthinking is to focus on the positive rather than focusing on negative. Now, one of the most common reasons that overthinking happens is because we focus on the problems that might come up. Like, oh, what do I do if this happens? What do I do if that problem comes up? Instead of focusing on the problems, focus on the positive. So think about what can be right. Think about what can happen right rather than thinking about what can go wrong. And it will help you a lot, and it will also boost your confidence and positivity. It will make you happy because you know that, oh, this positivity can happen. So you're not focusing on negative anymore. Your life will be more happier if you just stop overthinking and start focusing on the present and the positivities. And as INTJs, we try to think of the worst case scenarios. Yeah, that is the greatest problem. And honestly, I still have that problem. I still think about the worst case scenarios in any type of cases. I still think, oh, if this happens, then I can't do this anymore. And then I start to worry about things, and I start to analyze my past again to not repeat the mistakes that I have made. So that is the kind of overthinking. I have to stop this. The way to stop this is to focus on the positivity. Focus on the things that can go right rather than focusing on what can go wrong. And the last thing that I want to share in this video is that you should think for your development rather than thinking for control. Remember, you cannot control everything. You cannot predict every future. You can't control everything around you, right? You can only control yourself. You can control your mind, but you can't control others' minds. You can't predict 100%. You can't be that much accurate. Focus on yourself. Focus internally. What you can do to improve yourself. That is one kind of positivity. Rather than thinking of, oh, if I do this, then this might happen. So this is not good. Don't just think about the problems and your difficulties. Focus on the positivity and focus on improving yourself. Remember, you cannot control everything. So right now, you have to change your mindset. Nowadays, in the last minute before my video ends, I always say one right mindset is all it takes, because it is true. Now it is time to change your mindset. If you change your mindset now, if you make it better, then your future will also be better. If you just worry about the future and don't do anything in the present, then nothing will happen. So you gotta focus on the present. Change your present, make it better, and then only you will get a better future. The one that you want, the one that you are wishing for. And that's all for today. Hey Introverted Warriors, thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn how to properly embrace your introverted qualities without feeling insecure, like the video, subscribe to this channel to be one of the Introverted Warriors, and watch another video of social abundance strategies, and we'll talk again very soon. Remember, one right mindset is all it takes.